Hey guys, welcome back to BB21 in review. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on. BB21 in review. And then I'm gonna say the episode editions. So this episode is episode 9. I almost said 8 because that's the next word. But first, we're gonna recap episode 8. So there was a new alliance that was formed called the Fellowship of the Zing, and it involved Nicole, Cliff, and Ovi. Ovi is the only one in that alliance that is not in the game as of right now. He's in the camp comeback room. Kimmy got evicted. Nick won HOH. That's what happened last week. Or last episode. Sorry. So, after the vote comes back, it's 10-1. That one vote being Mickey or Jackson, like I said in the last episode. Kimmy's speech was attacking Bella, so that's who I thought that was gonna. I knew that she was gonna evict Kimmy. But her speech kind of brought tension between Bella and between those two, Bella and Kimmy. So, but anyway, Cliff and Nicole discuss on who that rogue vote was on Bella. And the truth is that it was Mickey who made that rogue vote. But what Nicole and Cliff were talking about was that they both think that it's going to be pinned on Nicole because Nicole and Kimmy were like this. So we're really tight. So Nicole is worried that she's going to be nominated for eviction for this week. And after that, Kimmy gets called into the DR for a session of comments. And I think it was Bella, Christy, and someone else were in the room right next to the DR room. And not the storage room, the room that they could see from the entryway into the dining room. And Kimmy and Bella got into a little argument over Kimmy's eviction speech. Even though Kimmy's no longer in the game as of right now. They got into a little argument. So that was really interesting. So Mickey and Jackson talked in, I think it was the lounge they talked in. It was either the lounge or, no, it was the hammock. They were talking in the hammock, and Mickey told Jack that he was the rogue vote last week. I think that was the most idiotic move of Mickey to do because that was Jack's HOH, and he was trying to get out Kimmy, and Mickey knew that. So that was stupid. Okay, so as you guys know, Nick is HOH this week. So he gets to nominate 2 people for eviction. His plans are 2 out of the following 3. It's either going to be, in his head, he was thinking it was either going to be Nicole, Cliff, and Jessica. And to further put Nicole up on the block, for further evidence that Nick should put Nicole up on the block is that Mickey lies to Nick, the HOH, and says that Nicole was the rogue vote last week. So, and the reason for that was because Mickey felt like he was going to be an easy target for the other side of the house. So, it was just an easy target to put him and Jack up. But Nick does not believe Mickey that Nicole is the rogue vote. He thinks that Mickey is the rogue vote, which he is. So Nick, as a result of that, Nick brings Nicole into the HOH bedroom and just informs Nicole that she was being framed by Mickey as being the rogue vote. So after that discussion, I believe that I'm believing at this point that Nick is gonna put up Mickey and Jack. So after all of that happened was the activity competition. So the players for this activity competition were Christy, Nick, I don't remember who else was in it. Tommy maybe? But I know it was Christy because Christy ended up winning the power. The sixth power was the Diamond Power Veto. If you guys don't know what the Diamond Power Veto is, you basically get to be the HOH at the nomination or at the Power Veto ceremony. So you get to take whoever you want off the block, and you get to replace that nominee. So Christy got that power, and she almost immediately told her best friend Tommy about the power. So I think that was a dumb move. Best place to get coffee. Sorry, I just had to finish that. So after Tommy found out about Christy's power, Tommy also found out about another power that was as a result of the activity comp, which is Jack's power of renaming the Power Veto players, or repicking the Power Veto players. He doesn't get to repick them himself, but he gets to stand up and say, let's have a redraw. And it could be the same exact people. That's the bad part about the redraw. So, out of all three powers, I like Ovi's the best, and then I like Jack's the least. So after the activity competition, Kimmy goes and tells Nicole tells Nicole that the whole entire house knows about the alliance that Cliff, Nicole, and Obi made, which is Fellowship of the Zing, or as I like to call it, FOTS. And then after that, she tells her alliance member. So Nicole tells Cliff and Ovi that everybody knows about their alliance, and goes up to the HOH bedroom with Nick and says, I'm going to volunteer for a block because he knows he's going to go up anyway as a target. So he wants to he wants to think that he's a pawn. And he knows he's going to be the target if he's up on the block, but his strategy is, maybe if I volunteer myself, I'll have a chance at the veto. Because he's worried about getting backdoored. He was worried about getting backdoored. So he volunteers for the block. So it's definitely going to be Cliff on the block. Because Nick agrees with that. That's his original target. So now he's just got to choose who the pawn is going to be. So, so before the nomination ceremonies, actually, there's 2 more things, and then I'll get to the nominations. Kimmy went to go put on her Camp Comeback Girl Scouts uniform, and when she was coming back to show everybody, she went towards the kitchen from the diary room and just completely fell on the floor. If you don't know, there's a raised step onto where the couch is in the living room by the TV, and she just completely missed the step. And I thought that was hilarious. So that's the last thing I'm going to actually talk about. I'm going to skip that part because that part wasn't as important. So, nominations. The first one is Cliff, of course. I told you that about 2 minutes ago. And the last one is, it's either going to be Jessica or Nicole. It's Jessica. So nominations are Cliff and Jessica. Next week is the veto ceremony. Our next episode will be the veto ceremony, which is on Wednesday. So on Thursday, I'll be out with the video. And then the eviction, the Camp Comeback competition are on Thursday. And then I believe they're going to start the HOH competition on Thursday and finish it on Sunday, next Sunday. Because they won't have time for 3 things in one episode, I don't think. Unless the activity or the Camp Comeback competition is the HOH competition. Because they've done that in past seasons. So, so that's that. If we get this video to, I'm gonna say 10 views this time, because my view count has been down in the last couple of days, or in the last couple of videos. I don't know what's going on with it, but before I started doing goals on view count, I was getting like 20, 30, 40 views an episode. And the last 2 or 3 I've been getting. Last one I got 3, which was on Friday. And then the episode before that, I only got 3 too. So I don't know what's going on with this, but I'm kind of, I don't know. But if we get this to 10 views, 1 more subscriber. I don't think we got a new subscriber yet, so 1 more subscriber. I will be doing a spoiler video. So make sure you share this video, please. I am begging you, share the video. I need more subscribers, please. Thanks. But that's it. I will see you guys on Thursday with the veto results.